Atomic Ascent, your go-to destination for mastering chemistry with clarity and confidence. If you are preparing for JEE Main or just aiming to strengthen your chemistry basics, you are in perfect place. So we were doing question number 11 from JEE Main 2025, and these questions are from class 11 chapter 1, some basic concepts of chemistry. So without any delay, let's start our today's question. Our today's question is: quantitative analysis of an organic compound X shows the following percentage compositions. Carbon is 14.5%, chlorine is 64.46%, hydrogen is 1.8%. The empirical formula of the compound is, we have to calculate the empirical formula mass, and it is given that there is carbon, which is 12 gram, having both the molar mass of that, and chlorine, it has the molar mass of 35.5, oxygen is 16, and hydrogen is 1. You can see that this particular question will have 4 elements, that is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and chlorine. There are few things which have been given. Percentages of these all have been given. I think oxygen is not given, but we can calculate it. Percentage of carbon is 14.5%, hydrogen is 1.8%, and chlorine is 64.46%. We have to find out that what is the percentage of oxygen. Now how we are going to calculate it? We know that this particular compound X is actually 100%, means it is made up of carbon plus hydrogen plus oxygen plus chlorine. So all the percentages can be added into it, and we do not know the value of oxygen. We can calculate that. Let's take carbon, hydrogen, and chlorine to one side. First we can put down the values also. 14.5 plus hydrogen was 1.8 plus oxygen we do not know, and chlorine is 64.46, and that is equal to 100. For percentage of oxygen becomes 100 minus, first what we have to do, we have to add 14.5 with 1.8. When we add 14.5 with 1.8, it comes out to be 16.3. Then this 16.3 is added to 64.46, and it becomes 80.76. Now for the percentage of oxygen, we can deduct it from 100, and it comes out to be 19.24%. So now we know that what is the percentage of oxygen. Now once again, it has not been mentioned in the question that which type of percentage it is, then it is only mass percentage. So everything should be correlated in the mass, that is in grams. Now if these are the mass percentages, then given masses of carbon is 14.5 gram, of hydrogen is 1. And that of hydrogen is 1.8 8 gram. Oxygen we have calculated. Given mass of oxygen is 19.24 gram. And for chlorine, it is 64.46 gram. So all the given masses are given. Along with that, the molar masses of each element has also been provided to us, right? Molar mass of carbon is 12 gram per mole. Hydrogen is 1 gram per mole. Oxygen is 16 gram per mole. And chlorine is 35.5 gram per mole. Right? And in question we have been asked empirical formula mass. So we can calculate the empirical formula for it. For that, what we do? First we calculate, we should write down that what are the things which have been given to us. For carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and chlorine, we have been given mass. We have given molar mass. Okay, given masses are, for carbon it is 14.5, molar mass is 12. For hydrogen it is 1.8, molar mass is 1. For oxygen it is 19.24 and molar mass is 16, and chlorine is 64.46 and molar mass is 35.5. Right? Now we can calculate into number of moles. Okay, number of moles, how we are going to calculate? Given mass divided by molar mass, right? So 14.2 divided by 12, 1.8 divided by 1, 19.24 divided by 16, 64.46 divided by 35.5. Okay, 14.12 divided by 12 is 1.183, right? 1.18 is 1.18. Then 19.24 divided by 16 is going to be 1.2 approximately. Okay, and then 64.46 divided by 35.5 is 1.8. Now we have to convert them into the whole number ratios. Whole number, we can choose the smallest given ratio and we can divide every number with this particular. Okay, then this is approximately 1.2. Okay, let's take that. 1.2 divided by 1.2 is 1. 1.8 divided by 1.2 is approximately 1.5. 1.2 divided by 1.2 is 1. Then 1.8 divided by 1.2 is once again 1.5. Now as we know that there are some things which are in fractions or in decimals, so we have to convert them into the whole numbers. Okay, these are not yet whole numbers, we have to convert them into whole numbers. Now how can we convert 1.5 into whole number? We will multiply it with 2, and 1.5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 1.5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 3. Now this particular number 2, this n factor should be multiplied with each and every number. So 1 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2, This becomes the ratio of each element which is present over here. 1 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2, and 1.5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 3. So we got these whole numbers, and these are the ratios in which each element is actually present in the empirical formula. Okay, so now we have the ratio. We are going to say that this one is elemental ratio. Elemental ratio in empirical formula. Okay, and that is carbon is to hydrogen is to oxygen is to chlorine. These are the ratio which has been given. Carbon is 2, for hydrogen it is 3, for oxygen it is once again 2, and for chlorine it is 3. So what will be the empirical formula? It will actually lead to the empirical formula. Okay, so what we are going to do to calculate the empirical formula, we will multiply each number with the respective element. So it becomes C2, H3, O2, Cl3. So this particular becomes the empirical formula. But in question we have been asked empirical formula mass. Okay, so empirical formula mass is actually sum of all the elements present in the empirical formula. So 2 multiplied by C plus 3 multiplied by H plus 2 multiplied by O plus 3 multiplied by 35.5. Then what is the molar masses of these elements? We are going to substitute them over here. 2 multiplied by 12 plus 3 multiplied by 1 plus 2 multiplied by 16 plus 3 multiplied by, oh, we have already done it. It should be chlorine over here. Okay, then 35.5 should be written. And we can solve it. 2 multiplied by 12 is 24 plus 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 plus 2 multiplied by 16 is 32 plus 3 multiplied by 35.5 is 106.5, and we have to add these all numbers and it becomes 165.5, and it is in gram per mole. Okay, now we have to find out that what has been asked in the question. So let's go back to question. In question we have been asked the empirical formula mass of a compound is, right, it should be in the 10 to the power negative 1. So let's convert it into that. Going back to our situation, let's convert this particular number into 10 to the power negative 1. So because there is a decimal given before first place of 5 in front of 5, we are going to shift it to the right hand side. It becomes 1655 into 10 raised to power negative 1 gram per mole. So this will be the empirical formula mass, and this is how this particular question is calculated. And that's all for today's session of some basic concepts of chemistry. I hope you have enjoyed this JEE main level question, and most importantly you have understood the logic behind each step. So thank you for watching. Stay curious, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep ascending.